Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. K from the Arcadia Public Library. Welcome back to Funology. This is a program where we show you a project, all the materials you'll need and the steps you'll need to take in order to complete the project at home. Today I'm going to talk to you about making flags. Have you ever heard the word vexillology? Well, vexillology is just the study of flags. If you're interested in flags, you might want to become a vexillologist and learn about the many types of flags, their common patterns, shapes, symbols, meanings, and histories. Let's start by looking at a few of what I think are the most interesting flags of the world. As you can see on this slide, we have the United States flag and the California flag. The USA flag is a rectangle shape, and it uses what is called a canton, that square section in the upper left. We also see the use of two primary shapes. We have our 50 stars, one for every state of the Union, and the 13 stripes, one for each of the original 13 colonies. Notice the features of the other flags here. Most are rectangular, but the flag of Nepal is not. You will see the use of stripes, stars, a plant, the maple leaf in Canada's flag, and the South Africa flag uses what is called a pawl, or a Y shape on its side. Here we see Brazil's flag, which contains a motto, which is a short phrase expressing an important ideal or belief which guides a country's people. Hungary's flag uses three horizontal stripes called fesses. Greece contains a cross, and Iran's flag includes Arabic inscriptions along the edges of the stripes, as well as a coat of arms in the middle. The flags of Croatia, Mexico, and Belize are more complex, including many symbols and patterns. If you take the time to learn about these flags, you will also learn something about these countries' histories, because everything on the flag has meaning. Not all flags represent countries or states. Here we see the official flag of the Olympic Games. Can you guess why there are 5 rings and why they interlock the way they do? Look also at the United Nations flag. Do you see the map of the world in the center? And of course, most people recognize the pirate ship flag. But did you know that it's called the Jolly Roger? Finally, the shipping company that built the famous ocean liner Titanic had a flag of its own that it flew on its ships. Okay, so now it's time for you to start thinking of how you can create your own flag. Do you recognize these common patterns and shapes from the flags we've just seen? Do you think you would like to use any of these shapes to represent something important to you or a group for whom you are designing a flag? Here are a few ideas of how you might to include pictures or symbols that represent Arcadia. On the top is our city seal. And of course, who doesn't think of peacocks when they think of Arcadia? 2 attractions Arcadia is famous for are the Los Angeles County Arboretum and the Santa Anita Racetrack. If your flag is for a group that prides itself on being from Arcadia, you might include one or more of these symbols on your flag. So now it's time for you to decide what type of flag you'd like to make. Perhaps you'd like to make a flag for your family. I have a flag for my family. I'll show you as an example. This is a flag that my son made for me that represents our family. We have 5 people, and we've all have our favorite colors. So my favorite color is yellow up here at the top, and my husband's is orange. Then our 3 children, the blue, red, and purple, represent their favorite colors. And the triangle is our dog. The feather down here represents ducks, because ducks were my kids' favorite animal when they were growing up. So this is a flag that my son came up with. There's also another example that another son came up with that he did on the computer. And you can see it here. It has many of the same sorts of symbols, and you could probably, if you looked at it carefully, realize that it's from the same family. So you need to decide how to represent on the flag the things that you came up with in step 2. Does the group have any colors associated with it, like my family had favorite colors? Are there symbols you could use to represent the qualities of the group? It doesn't have to be a family flag either. You could do a flag for another group that you're a part of, maybe a sports group, if you're a member of a choir or a band, or you could even do just a flag for yourself. Create a sketch of your design next, trying out various patterns and deciding what to include and what you may need to leave out of your flag so it doesn't get too cluttered. If you look at a lot of the flags of the world, many of them are very simple, but each thing that is there has significant meaning. So think about just making everything count on your flag. Then you'll need to put it all together using whatever materials you have at hand. Some of the materials you might need for this project include cardstock or construction paper. You might need some scissors and glue, crayons or markers, something to draw with. You might also use a compass if you wanted to create circles like my son did to create those nice neat circles. You could use a compass to do that. Really, it's just whatever you have at hand and whatever you feel like you need in order to make the right symbols. If you'd like, you could also use maybe a pencil or a straw, or if you have one at home, you could use a wooden dowel and attach it to your flag so that you could wave it. Thanks for coming to Funology today. I want to just show you before I go some of the books that we have at the Arcadia Public Library that might help you with this. This is one that I consulted as I was preparing this video. It has pictures of all the countries' flags in it and some interesting other facts about flags of the world. It's a very good book to use. And we have several others, Flag Lore of All Nations, that you can check out. And of course we have books about the United States flag as well. So that's our program from today. As always, make this project your own and have fun. I'll see you next time on Funology. Bye-bye.